Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Normal North, and I've got a good one for you today. This is the Tier 10 British submarine Seal, not to be mixed with the Singer. This is a absolutely fantastic replay and great textbook of what to do. The damage that this person gets, I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert, but it's quite high for a submarine. Now that Utaloy you just saw pop smoke, he made some mistakes in this game right off the bat. And I don't know if he actually intended to do this or didn't, but it was a smart thing to do. He's actually tracking the Hanover, not the Utaloy. Now, the Utaloy is a problem. He's getting in a range, you're going to get spotted, but he doesn't. Not yet. But this is where I don't know if this is a mistake or a trigger, because he makes people like the Utaloy and other things, ships actually fire, which is good. The Utaloy all of a sudden turns to the left. Now, if the Utaloy wanted, as soon as this ping hits the Utaloy, I would have gone damage control, full speed astern, left, because he's in smoke, and just disengaged from the submarine. However, he does not. So, well, this happens. Boom. So you just lost a very powerful gunboat on your flank, and he's only had to ping once. Now, he's going to use the speed of this boat at periscope depth quite a bit to get away from these airdrops. He does a great job of doing it. Now, I would have already come up a little bit sooner and started trying to get my the cap taken, because you want the cap. Now, he's got a teammate behind him in the Napoli, which is no joke. The Napoli's a great boat. I think he went the wrong way here. So he's going to get up. He should have came up a little bit sooner. Now, that destroyer's gone. He now, as far as I'm concerned, look what's backing him up. He's got a Napoli. He's got, two battleships there, and then a cruiser, and a destroyer in the sea cap. Now, if I was the Hanover Libertad, I would have DD'd out of here and already left. I would have gone full speed, gone dark, and headed over to where my other teammates are on the other side of the map of the A cap. You boys are not taking these caps, period. You're going to end up getting killed. It's just a fact. And the Takahashi, I don't know why he's still firing. He should be using his torpedoes right now. And don't forget, he's got phenomenal, at Tier 10, submarine surveillance. Just like the subs have. Have no clue why he's doing this. But hey, it is what it is. And then he's gone. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming out. So he gets on the Hanover and he starts concentrating the Hanover. Now, the Libertad's heading over to their cap. Again, I don't know why the Libertad is trying to actually take on... Well, they're trying to take on, what, 2 cruisers here and 2 battleships and a destroyer by themselves. I would not have done that. But now, this is a kind of a debatable thing. The British submarines only have homing torpedoes. They don't have the actual non-homing torpedoes. He uses them perfectly. The other thing I like about this, and we did one with Pangustar recently, ping when you need to. You guys have heard me talk about this over and over and over again. There are people who just go ping, 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 and wonder why they get dropped. Keep it lucid, keep it going. This is what I do like about it right now. The Hanover has already hit the damage control. Just wait your time. You've got both caps. You're doing well. You've only lost 1 cap. Now, I would get away from his partner here, because Libertad secondaries with Lisboa, the new captain, that is so... I want to say the word, well, the F word. It's so frickin', or frackin', there you go, Battlestar Galactica. They're so frackin' broken right now. It's unreal. So this is what I would start doing if I was him. I would disregard, words are hard today. Disregard Libertad. She's behind the island, can't shoot you. I would concentrate in the Hanover. Your team already owns this cap, and owns this flank. I would just keep pushing up, exactly what he's doing. But he's going to make one tactical mistake, and it's coming up here. Now, if you guys all remember something about German battleships getting a hydro extension, a buff, yeah, so did the Hanover. I think the Schlieffen did too, and a few other ones. But it's 7 kilometers. The hydro's real. So he kind of makes a mistake here. It's about to come up, but he's got tons of battery. And if you do this, you make a mistake, you just got to go below 30 meters, and you can get away from it. I'm also not sure why people were... What's what I'm looking for here? Weren't dropping. I mean, if I don't know a submarine where a submarine is, I'm in a battleship or something like that, I'll just drop depth charges or airdrops just for the sake of dropping charges. I had been very lucky. There's one Overlord Bow video last year where he was just goofing around. There's the hydro mistake. He was goofing around and he just kept dropping his depth charge. And he took out a Tier 10 sub. So I thought that was pretty funny. You guys should be dropping. If you're in battleships, cruisers, or you're in destroyers, you're not sure, you think it's around somewhere, just drop. I have found my fair share in destroyers of submarines hanging around that get damaged. I know they're within my drop radius. I do a complete Williamson turn to come back, and I'll finish you off, never even spotting you. Now, he's got a little bit of damage here. He's put it out. It's fine. He's below the hydro, so it's gone. There's no thing. I don't know if he has Watchful on? I don't know if he does, because if you had watchful, it would actually show you if you had that problem. But you're not going to outrun these torpedoes. I'm sorry, Hanover. It's full broadside. I don't know if he just gave up, but he's not really doing anything, if I'm being honest. He should have actually, like I said, he should have taken off a lot sooner and a lot quicker, and this wouldn't have happened. And he could have been more useful. Now, I did notice on the ACAP that the enemy team is pushing out of the ACAP, which I thought was kind of interesting. They really should have stayed over there and took care of the actual enemy ships, but they didn't. So here's the problem. He's got the Hanover. The Hanover killed his teammate, and now the Iowa just went down. So it's like, interesting. Now I'm going to fast forward here a bit because it's just boring stuff. Now you've got yourself a Moskva and a Petro coming around the corner here. He's also going to bend it like Beckham and bend it here. It's kind of cool. I've done that, and I showed you guys how to do that in repeated videos over the last 2-3 years. You can bend torpedoes around islands and hit ships. Now what's he doing here? He's launching and waiting. It's exactly what I would do. One ping goes out. One ping, Mr. Vasily. One ping only. Remember that from the Hunt Red October? That's all he has to do. And he's going to get some serious damage here. There you go. There's three good hits and a flood. Now, the Seal only has bow tubes, right? So she can only fire from the bow. There's no donuts here or whatnot like you have in U4501. You just sit there. It's like U2501. You just point your bow at the enemy, or you can do offset 45 degrees, 90 degrees, and you can launch torpedoes, and they'll curve 90 degrees. And just take your time, or just back up like a school bus with a little beep, beep. Just do that. And now he's going to do exactly what I love doing this to ships, people who have overextended. I think they've overextended, in my opinion. And they both have good radar and good hydro, but the British line has phenomenal battery life. So now he's launched some almost 90 degrees, and now he's going to bend it like Beckham. And that's exactly what you do to get ships you can kill around the island. Now he is going to kill the Moskva, so, spoiler alert. I don't understand what the Petro does next by pushing. You know the submarine's up here. You've got a destroyer. You've also got your own U4501. I would have really been talking to my teammates, especially the Hoffman, and saying, like, you need to get over here and kill this sub. He's racking up some serious damage right now. And if I was a Petro, I would have gone back behind the island. I would not have come out when I watched the Moskva die. There's just no way I would have done that. So next point, he's actually getting himself some distance away from the actual Petro, waiting for his torpedoes to load, which is all good plan here because this Petro just keeps coming. I mean, I can't remember. I don't have the Petro, but I thought it had hydro. But anyway, you got to make sure you stay at a 3.1 kilometer range, or these torpedoes to reduce by over 90% for damage. And he does that. The send time has got to be 3 kilometers, and he does it perfectly. No ping right away, just turns away. I might have gone to port and gone the other way to open the distance a bit more, but this is still fine too. And then one simple ping. Doesn't matter if he hits a damage control, he's going back to port. This was a wasteful push, in my opinion, of the Petro. Not the smartest. Now this guy's already at 209,000 damage. And now they're down to 4 ships left on the enemy. Now the danger here is obviously the Hoffman. You see the smoke there between the gap? The Hoffman's right there. So the Hoffman just flipped the B cap. Great job. The Hoffman should have actually been over here trying to hunt the submarine, in my opinion. That's what I would have done if I was a destroyer player. I don't know where U4501 is. I haven't seen it on the minimap, so good on him. And you got 2 battleships. 2 battleships are not a threat to you. So just take your time. Push away. This is exactly what I would have done in this situation. Just pushed away, got far enough away from that smoke screen that I'm not going to be detected, and come up the surface, start charging your battery, and just wait. You've already got, at this point, almost a 400-point lead. So, as Jingles would say, try not to win harder. You're doing just fine. Wait for the enemy to make the move. They're the ones who have to come back. They're the ones that have to get the C-cap. They're the ones that actually have to keep pushing. And they do. Some of them do it right, some of them do it wrong. But for a fact, because I'm a DD main to begin with, not a submarine main. He's firing here at the Hanover. It's a great thing to do. But I guarantee you the Hoffman's coming through that gap. That's what the DD is going to be. After I fired these torpedoes and that plane went up, I would have dove to periscope depth at this point, deliberately, just to make sure, or I would have turned away. I think that's what he was trying to do. Doesn't matter if she clears her ping. This is the Hanover not thinking actually slows down. Perfect. There's a DD. He's going to get spotted. That's fine. Now, the Hoffman's guns aren't even pointed this way. So he shoots too late and there's no damage. So I'm like, good job. And he managed to land 3 torpedoes on the Hanover. Now the Hoffman's got some choices to make. He shouldn't have fired. He wasn't going to be able to fire at the submarine enough, and now that's got him spotted with the battleship on the far right there in the mini-map. I would not have fired. So now you just sit back and relax, because the Hanover kind of panicked here and ran itself aground. You know the Hoffman is going to come after you. That's going to happen. It's no longer detected. That Hoffman is turned hard right if he's a smart player and he's coming after you, which is fine. Destroyer is a threat, but not a great threat. You want to take out the Hanover because her guns will pretty much tank you if you get hit. And that's exactly what he's doing. I'm not going to lie here because I find it funny, especially if you're in the British submarines or the Russian submarines. Their deck guns are no joke. The SAP, great thing. Like I said, I've seen the Tier 8 I-56 take down a Kaba full health Tier 8 submarine against a Tier 10 destroyer and killed it with the SAP gun. And I think the I-56 had half health left. Now, he's mutually detected. The Hoffman's still not ready to shoot at him, but he's coming up to use his guns. And that's exactly what I would have done. And the Hoffman's still not shooting at him. Like, I don't know, go figure. Anyway, he gets a bit of damage here and whatnot, but it's a great replay. And he gets over 259,000 damage. This was a textbook game of how to play British submarines. And as to -C, I'm going to say, hey, great job, buddy. I think it's fantastic. I think you did a great job, and this is how you play the British submarines. You can also get behind the enemy with the amount of battery time. But hey, let me know down below in the comments you like it. But as always, take care, stay safe. I wish you all the best.